Good morning, ma'am.
चलो
Good morning, all.
good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
What about
Good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग। ये गुड इवनिंग कौन बोल रहे हो? किसके लिए गुड इवनिंग हो क्या भाई?
Good morning, ma'am.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Good morning, ma'am.
So what is the agenda today? Is anybody prepared with some presentation on expository writing? No. No one. Why? Can anyone tell me what is expository writing?
Ma'am, anything written in systematically way?
Good morning.
Systematic way, वो तो हर writing style systematic ही होता है.
Ma'am,
हाँ, yes.
ma'am, process कह सकते हैं process.
Yes, it is like, you know.
Ma'am, a short
Written in process.
written work that explain a topic or inform an audience.
Exactly. To explain, to inform. It is to expose, to explain. And in the last class, some of you made a presentation on expository writing. Yes, in the last class, you made a presentation on expository writing style, isn't it? So before we proceed, it is always good to revise what happened in the last class. But there are some students who spoke about 10 points to be happy, 5 points to be successful, isn't it, Parvinder?
Yes, ma'am.
You also made a presentation in the last class.
Yes, ma'am.
What was it? What was it about?
Ma'am, you given us one question, write 5 protocols of write 5 protocols.
COVID appropriate behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
COVID-19, yes.
So that falls under the expository writing styles. Today we'll take a look at all the 4 writing styles and how each writing style is distinct, different from each other. And most importantly, why these writing styles are used. What are the occasions? What are the situations when we use these writing styles? Isn't it? But they are distinct, they are different, they are unique in more ways than one. So that is why they are categorized into 4 writing styles. Pay attention and take a look and be attentive, be receptive, be reactive, be responsive. So I want people who answer questions, who ask questions. Answering is fine, but then It is imperative that you ask questions. If you ask questions, we know that you are interested to learn. But if you're not even asking questions, it means you are hardly.
मैम आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा। मैम डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई आप शायद।
Any problem, Manish?
मैम राजू महाबला मैम लगता है
क्या आ गया?
मैम डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई है सब।
मैम है ही
मैम
नहीं है।
मैम कहाँ गई?
मैम है कहाँ? मैम नहीं है।
Class
Some power cuts and disturbances. This is the third time that.
आज दिन खराब है मैम।
No. Sometimes it happens.
आज लाइन खराब है।
कनेक्शन फेल हो गया था आपका मैम।
हाँ, पावर कट हो गया। All right, a lot of time wasted today. Anyways, let us start. Can you see the screen? Hello.
yes, ma'am.
the four main writing styles.
Yes, ma'am.
Students, please keep your microphone muted. Otherwise, I may have to go back again and mute everybody. So we are giving you a layout of the definition of the four writing styles today with examples and technique. Examples I do not want to give you, but I want you to come up with your own examples. Right. So as I said, there are four main types of writing styles to choose from. So you can choose any of the writing styles, but first you need to know what is what and how one writing style is different from the other. So there are four main types of writing styles. Each has a distinct purpose. Distinct purpose. So what are these? It has a distinct, each has a unique technique, a distinct purpose, and different situations which you need to choose from any of the four. A writer may include a combination of two or more writing styles. A writer may choose to include all four writing styles in an essay or in a story or whatever. It is all up to you what you want to do. In business English, there are situations where you will be needing to write only the expository. There can be situations where you need to write persuasive style. So what are these four styles of writing? First of all, the expository writing style. Write down the question. Explain or define what is expository writing. Explain or define what is expository writing. Question number 2. What is the purpose of expository writing style? Define, number 1. Number 2, what is the purpose of expository writing style? What is the purpose? So, expository writing style, as you already know, it informs. So this type of writing, where the sole purpose is to inform, to describe, to explain, so the definition is expository writing style is to explain or expose a topic, to make aware, to give information. The purpose, the primary purpose of an expository writing style is to inform, to describe, and to explain. I am giving you the questions and the answers as well. Expository writing. Write in this style to explain or expose a topic. Explain or expose, just one line. The definition can be shortened. It can be elaborated also. But expository writing style, one line is that. The tagline is writes To explain and expose. Explain or expose a topic. I'm highlighting this to make. Yeah. Explain or expose a topic. Now, moving to the next, narrative writing style. The second is the narrative. You are all aware of the word narration and narrative. And the sole purpose of this writing style is to tell a story. When you're telling a story, you are including a lot of descriptions. You're telling a story. There has to be a topic. There has to be characters. There has to be a plot. There has to be a rising action. There has to be a falling action. There has to be a beginning, the body, and an ending. So narrative style of writing is when you tell a complete story. It can be a real story. It can be an anecdote. Anecdote means something which is the true story or experience. It can be fictional, it can be non-fictional. A story is a story, whether it's a true one or based on your imagination. So narrative writing style tells a story. The beginning, the middle, the ending. There has to be characters, there has to be a problem, there has to be events, there has to be problem solutions, and there has to be a climax, there has to be an ending. Have you ever heard of any story which does not have an ending?
एग्जाम में लिखे लगे तो पढ़ भी ना
Exam.
तो काम कुछ कौन सुनी थे तो इसमें भी कोई सुनी थे
ये क्या हो रहा है ये? मैं आपको अनम्यूट इसलिए करती हूँ कि आप क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे. हाँ, वो दूसरा ही क्वेश्चन पूछवा रहे हैं आप. तो आप घर में बात करो बेटा, आप क्लास कर रहे हो ना. छोटा सा एक ऑपरेशन है जो कर सकते हैं, म्यूट कर लीजिए अपने आप, और जब कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना होगा रेज योर हैंड. गलती से तो हो ही जाती, पता ही, जान के थोड़ी कोई करता है. बट देन आई ऑलवेज हैव asked you to ask questions, so I feel very unethical muting everybody. ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है. I like people asking me questions. So ध्यान रखिएगा, आप उनको म्यूट रखिए. क्वेश्चन पूछना होगा तो आप you can simply raise your hands. Fine. तो नरेटिव स्टाइल का मतलब होता है आप एक कहानी बता रहे हैं. एक्सपोजिटरी एक्सप्लेन्स, narrative tells a story. Persuasive. Persuasive writing style हम जब कब लिखते हैं? When we need to convince the reader of something. Excuse me. When you're writing a business proposal, then you can choose the style, this style, persuasive style, because you want to convince. You want to see that the decision is made in your favor. You want to convince the reader of what you want, of your demands. You want to convince the reader that yes, your proposal should be accepted. So in persuasive writing, you choose this style of writing when you are writing an application, when you are writing a cover letter, when you're writing a sales letter, when you're promoting a product. In any case, if you need to convince the reader, you want the reader to see your point of view, then you will choose to write persuasive. And the next is, the last is the descriptive style. Descriptive means you are giving the details. What are you doing? You are giving the details. You're describing it. So in this style of writing, the writer creates a picture in the mind of the reader. It layouts the complete picture in the mind of the reader. The main purpose is to create a picture. For example, if you're describing anything, any person, a boy at the door, a boy at the gate, a small boy at the gate. There's a small boy at the gate. This is expository. आपने inform कर दिया बस. आपने explain कर दिया कि एक लड़का खड़ा है. A boy is at the gate. ये हो गया expository. Persuasive narrative क्या हो गया? A small boy is at the gate. You are creating an outline of a story. Persuasive क्या होगा? A small boy is at the gate. Something has to be done about it. If we will not do, who will do? तो ये हो गया persuasive. A small boy at the gate. Persuasive. You are asking the reader to do something for that boy who's at the gate. We must take a look whether he is hungry, whether he wants food, whether he is sick. Okay. If you're persuasive, you will convince the reader that somebody go and help him. But the descriptive will be a small boy, barely 5 years old, sad, lonely and alone. Wearing a white shirt and shorts. With a bag in his hand. And a water bottle in the other hand. Seems as if he's going to a school. Maybe lost his way. The crying child you are describing. So one sentence, the boy is at the gate. I explained in expository style, in narrative style, in persuasive style, and descriptive. When I'm describing, I'm using a lot of adjectives. A small boy, a 5-year-old boy, a sad boy, wearing a white shirt and blue shorts, a school bag and a water bottle in his hand, a sad, lost, lonely boy. I'm putting in a lot of adjectives. And this will create a picture in your mind. Picture a small boy at the gate, crying, sad, lost. looking for help. So, when you're describing, you're painting a picture. आप सबके दिमाग में आ गया होगा कि एक छोटा बॉय खड़ा है गेट पे जो कि सैड है, जो कि स्कूल ड्रेस पहना हुआ है, वाटर बॉटल और बैग उसके हाथ में है, और that picture is created. So the sole purpose of descriptive writing is to create an image in the reader's mind. Now here you are going to use all the 14 kinds of adjectives which you know. So this is not a, I'm not going to teach you grammar, but then I'll be telling you when I'll go to descriptive writing style, I'll give you all the 14 kinds of adjectives. देखते किसको कितना पता है, किसको कितना पता है कितने adjectives होते हैं. Can anyone explain what is adjectives? What are adjectives? भूल गए, स्कूल में पढ़े थे, भूल गए, right? What is an adjective? Anybody?
Ma'am, a word is qualified noun and pronoun. Noun.
For example?
Adjective में हो जाएगा मैम. विशेषण कहते हैं उसको क्या?
हाँ. Give an example. जब जानोगे नहीं तो.
जैसे मैम फैट हो गया, टॉल हो गया सब. और शॉर्ट सब कह सकते हैं, छोटा मतलब.
हाँ ठीक है, ये क्या हो गया, ये हो गया एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वालिटी. रवि राज, तुम बताओ एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वांटिटी किसको कहते हैं? एनीबॉडी? परविंदर? नहीं पता. चलो ठीक है, मुझे पता है कि मुझे क्या पढ़ाना है, किसको कैसे पढ़ाना है. तो डिस्क्रिप्टिव में हम लोग यूज करेंगे ऑल द 14 काइंड्स ऑफ एडजेक्टिव. एन एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वांटिटी मींस लेस, मोर. यस प्रिया कुमारी? हेलो, वेयर इज प्रिया कुमारी? शी रेज्ड her hands. Anyways. I want a little sugar. I want more rice. Quantity. I have 5 books. Where is the adjective over here? I have 5 books. Where is the adjective over here?
5.
How 5?
Ma'am, 5.
How?
Ma'am, because it describes the quantity.
No. It describes the number of books that I have.
Number of.
Numerical adjective. Right? The crying child, where is the adjective? The crying child. Crying, because it is qualifying the child. The lost child. Lost. So you need to know adjectives before you turn to descriptive writing. Revise your adjectives and then come back to the class and you can understand this. So the 4th writing style is expository, narrative, persuasive, and descriptive. The key to knowing when and how to use these styles is mostly about being aware of what you want to convey to your reader. ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि कौन सा स्टाइल तुमको यूज करना है और क्यों. Why do you want to use particular style of writing? We already did this expository writing style. So when you want to convey information to your readers, जब कोई information convey करना है readers को, or help the audience to better understand something, you are helping the reader to understand you better. Then you can use expository writing style. For example, your business proposals, a sales letter, and your job application. So there are several types of expository writing, including compare and contrast, cause and effect, and analysis, among others. What do you mean by compare and contrast? You're comparing and contrasting something, the cause and effect. This happened because that happened. Earlier life was very good before the COVID-19, but then now you're comparing your life before and after. Compare and contrast. Cause and effect. Because of the lockdown, the effect is that we have to stay indoors and take online classes. This happened because of this happened. Because she was not careful, she became sick. And when you analyze, which is with your analysis, when you are analyzing something, you're also using the expository writing style. So types of, there are several kinds of expository, not only recipe writing, but there are several types of expository writing. For example, so there are several kinds of expository writing, and in every step, in every type of expository writing, the style is all about converting facts with clarity and focus. Converting facts with clarity and focus. In great expository writing, nothing is confusing or unclear. Everything should be clear. Everything should be everything should be clear. And nothing should be confusing. There should be no doubtful statements. The question is, what are the types of expository writing? Question: what are the types of expository writing? So this answers the question. There are several kinds of expository writing. Make a question and write the answer. I have deleted the word great. In expository writing, nothing is confusing or unclear. It means everything should be clear cut. Clarity counts. In the 7 C's of communication, clarity is something which is of great importance. Now, these are the examples of expository writing. Sorry. So, business writing. Business writing is all about, the example is business writing, expository essays, how to instructional articles, how to do this, how to do that. How to use the computer, how to use the washing machine. Recipes, scientific reports, or technical writing. Textbooks, any textbook which you have is all textbooks are examples of expository writing. In scientific reports or technical writing or textbooks, you cannot write anything of your own. You cannot include your opinion. You can include your opinion in expository essays. But you cannot include your opinion and your personal views in the rest. Because it should be based on the facts. You can include your opinion when you're writing imaginative. If I were to stay at home all my life, what if the sun never came out? What would India be in 30 years from now? Then you can include your opinion. Otherwise, not. Examples, you can write any example on the given topic. News writing and journalism. How can you include anything of your opinion or your feeling? Nothing. Whatever the news is, the news has got to be produced, whatever it is. You cannot make up your own stories. So now I'm concluding this with some useful, write down the question. What would you include in writing an expository writing style? What is the technical know-how of writing an expository style? What is the technical know-how of writing an expository essay? So this is the answer. Expository writing styles include complete this answer and then I'll wrap it off today. So when you use this style of writing, it's important to keep in mind your purpose you're writing to explain and eliminate. Do not add your own opinion or make anything up. When you are writing, do not use contractions. Unless if it is an imaginary essay that you are writing. So the first is facts which you will include. Choose a topic and stay focused. Create the thesis statement. It means create a main idea. Create a main idea. Only include information that directly relates to your topic. Only include information that directly relates to your topic or provides necessary background context. Keep in mind, consider what your reader knows and what you need to explain. Consider what your reader knows and what you need to explain. Consider what your reader knows. And what you need to explain. These are the two things which are important. Include facts and concrete details. Include facts and concrete details. Connect these back to your main idea with clear statement. Have we finished? Any question you want to ask?
मैम कॉन्क्रीट डिटेल से एक बता दीजिए.
It means जो भी facts बता रहे हो वो solid होना चाहिए, concrete होना चाहिए. It should be based on facts, concrete.
ओके मैम.
Concrete का मतलब क्या होता है? In 7 phases of communication, concrete था ना? Baseless नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be concrete.
Yes मैम.
Authentic. believable.
ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू।
Anybody else? Any question?
हम कॉन्क्रीट को ये भी कह सकते हैं ना, जो भी फैक्ट हम बताएंगे वो उस डिपेंड पे होना चाहिए, जो टॉपिक है उस पे होना चाहिए।
हाँ, something which should be not, which should not be baseless or irrelevant. Concrete, your presentation should be based on concrete facts or details. Anybody else any question that you have to ask? So what were the questions today which I gave you? What is the technical know-how of writing an expository style? इसका मतलब होता है, what things would you include when you are writing an expository essay or any expository article? What were the questions earlier discussed? What are the types of expository writing?
Yes ma'am.
What is the purpose of expository writing? And define what is an expository writing style. Isn't it?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. So the questions, the answers already have been given. Understood? I hope you all have written down the answers also with the questions. And once I'm done with it, I'll share with you the in your WhatsApp group. I'll share the file. Plus, whatever is there in your module, read that. Read that for reference. That book has been given for reference. I don't know how many of you are reading it. Are you reading your module or not? Yeah, Shubham, it means you are not reading.
मैम बुक नहीं है मेरे पास।
बुक कैसे नहीं है? बुक नहीं है तो आप बुक आके ले लीजिए। How many of you do not have the book? Please raise your hands. किसके पास किताबें नहीं है? बाकी लोगों के पास है? So, quite a few people do not have the book. इंग्लिश की बुक नहीं है, बाकी सब है? हेलो, क्या तुम्हारे पास कोई भी किताब नहीं है? If you don't have the book,
है मैं
अंकित कुमार, मैं तुमसे पूछ रही हूँ ना, सिर्फ इंग्लिश की बुक नहीं है कि बाकी सारी है? इंग्लिश की नहीं कि कोई बुक किताब नहीं है तुम्हारे पास? Anyways, make sure that you get your books, because without the book, how will you? And the rest of you, those who have the books, read the content. भारती सिंह, आपके पास भी किताब नहीं है? Are you new joinees?
Yes मैम, नहीं है किताब मेरे पास भी।
अच्छा, okay, then you make sure कि आपको किताब मिल जाएगी। बाकी लोगों के पास आई बिलीव है, जिनके पास भी है, रीड क्लास में आने के पहले उस चैप्टर को जरूर पढ़ लीजिए एक बार, so that you can get a better understanding of what is being taught, right?
ओके
चलो, fine.